everyone, I'm Jesse from DarkStormReviews.com and welcome to my little triple feature. I could have done 3 videos separately, but that's just going to be too much trouble, so I'm going to combine 3 things into one. Hopefully it'll still be fairly short, not too long. First I will show off my haul from the Ottawa Geek Market. Then I'll do a proper room tour as requested by Adam Day, because I finally finished setting up these bookshelves. And then, what was the last thing? Oh, right, I'll show off the hardcovers as requested by AJ and the comic book Estate. I think I pronounced that correctly this time. I think so. Anyways, so I went to the Ottawa Geek Market, which is, I knew it was going to be pretty small con, which was fine, but I was really disappointed with the number of comic book vendors, graphic novel vendors that were there. Very little. It was mostly toys, props, retro video games, which is cool, and they had one end of the room was all set up with retro game systems where you could just go and play stuff like from NES, Sega Master System, Dreamcast. They even had a 3DO there, which was impressive. Didn't know anybody with a 3DO when that came out. That was way too expensive for anybody to afford. But yeah, so they had all these retro game systems there for you to play. So like that was all pretty cool, and there was like, you know, steampunk stuff, and of course jewelry makers. There's always those there. But yeah, very little comics, but I still managed to get some good stuff. So, well, yeah, first of all, they give you a free bag like most cons do. This is Canada Bitcoins, as if, man, I don't know, Bitcoins. I don't know about that. There's a bunch of crap in here. You get a free lanyard from NCIX at some computer store I've never been to. Games for All coaster, and a bunch of other useless garbage. The only really good thing in the bag was this. This was a $5 coupon for the comic book shop. Save $5 on any purchase over $25. That will definitely get used probably tomorrow. So yeah, that's that. And first, I only got stuff from 2 vendors. There were only 3, maybe 4 that had comics. Really little. Excuse me. These were all $1. Since Lobo just got rebooted again, I went looking for the #1 issue from 1990, which I bought in 1990 but sold it a long time ago. Couldn't find that. But I did find the first issue from the 1993 series, which I never bought. I didn't even know it existed, actually. But it was rebooted again in 1993. So I got that for $1. It's got a raised, that's raised on the cover there, is cod piece. And issue 4, and 11, 16, and this is a parody, a Fraggin parody, sorry. Lobocop, the Bastich of law enforcement. So maybe that'll be amusing, we'll see. So yeah, those were all $1. I was going to read those first before I read the new #1, which I haven't read yet. And also from the same vendor, I got Pitt issue 1. I was a big fan of Dale Keown. I met him last year at last year's Ottawa Comic Con. He signed some of my Incredible Hulk issues that he did back in the day. His Grey Hulk is still my favorite Hulk. It's the Grey Hulk that Dale Keown drew and was written by Peter David, I think. Yeah. Anyways, after that he did his own series Pitt for Image, which I never got around to getting. So I got issue 1 there. That was pretty cheap. And then I got all of these mostly for the cover. Well, I know who this is. I don't have any of these, so this was cool to find. Devil Dinosaur issue 2. That looks pretty cool. Good cover too. And what else was there here? Oh right, and House of Mystery I'm familiar with, but I don't have any issues. I have a showcase collection. So this is House of Mystery issue 217. This was my favorite cover out of the House of Mystery issues that they had. think that's pretty cool. I've rebagged and boarded these all already because the bags and boards were pretty crappy. They were pretty old. And these 4 here, I bought strictly for the covers. The Frankenstein monster, I'm a big fan of Frankenstein in general, so that was pretty cool. Picked up that. That's issue 12. And yeah, these I bought for the covers. This is DC's Weird Tales, Weird War Tales. And I love this cover. This is awesome. So we got Hitler has kidnapped Frankenstein's monster, the Wolfman. I'm not sure who this is. Sergeant Rock, maybe? That's my best guess. I don't know who this guy is, but that's pretty nuts. That's pretty funny. I like that a lot. And the Creature Commandos, Weird War Tales, Weird War Tales starring the Creature Commandos, number 118. So again, you got a lot of your classic monsters here, and the GI robot. Frankenstein's monster, Wolfman again. That looks like Medusa. So I don't know if this is going to be sort of like Marvel's Legion of Monsters. We'll see. I have not read it yet, but it looks fun. And DC's GI Combat. I have some of these that I've picked up at other conventions, Comic-Con, whatnot. And again, I really love this cover here. Some undead Nazi guy attacking some poor soldier out of the water, I guess. Yeah, he's in the water there. That's a pretty awesome cover. I like that a lot. And the only other thing that I bought there, I was planning on getting this through Chapters Online, chapters.ca, because it's a lot cheaper than buying it in a store. But I was able to get this even cheaper, like several dollars cheaper, from one of the vendors. And this is Infinity hardcover. I really liked the main Infinity issues, which is the only ones that I bought. Infinity 1 to 6. I didn't get any of the tie-ins, so there's Infinity 1 to 6, plus New Avengers 7 to 12, Avengers 14 to 23. Infinity Against the Tide 1 and 2. Yeah, so that's all going to be new material for me. I didn't read any of those. And I got this for 48 bucks. That's a darn good price. And that was sealed plastic. And it's got the Marvel digital code in here, which I haven't redeemed yet, but I will. I'm surprised I haven't redeemed it yet, actually. And I'll just take off the jacket here so you can see the hardcover artwork on the cover itself. Go. And it's oversized, which is always awesome. I love it when they're oversized. So that was all for the Geek Market, and then so I wasn't there for very long, between 2 and 3 hours, because there really wasn't very much to do there. There was some panels, whatever. Wasn't very interested. So after that, I met up with my wife for lunch at a mall because I wanted to pick up a couple Blu-rays at the Future Shop. Transformers: Age of Extinction. This is the Future Shop Steelbook exclusive, which looks pretty cool. And there's the back of it there. We just watched this the other day. Some people hated it. I thought it was pretty good. I liked it. I liked it a lot more than the third one, Dark of the Moon, which I've seen Dark of the Moon twice now, and I still can barely remember anything in it. I just find it really forgettable. I don't hate it, but it's just really forgettable. I thought this was better. I liked it. I liked the Dinobots at the end. I liked that Prime was all pissed off at the humans and sounded like even he was willing to kill at least one of them. I thought that was awesome. And alright, I picked up Ender's Game as well, which I'm not going to watch until I read the book. I bought the book a little while ago. I haven't gotten around to reading it yet, but I will definitely read the book first before I watch this. And yeah, but I also did pick up 2 more movies today. Edge of Tomorrow. This was an awesome movie. It bombed at the box office, and that's a real shame. This is an excellent science fiction film. It's definitely going to be going into my top 10 list movies for 2014. which Ralph and myself always do on the darkstormreviews.com website every year. Top movies. This is going to be in there somewhere for sure. This is a great movie. It looks like they almost retitled it for the Blu-ray. Like it says Live, Die, Repeat, and then Edge of Tomorrow in much smaller print at the bottom. And on the spine it says Live, Die, Repeat, Edge of Tomorrow. So it's almost like they retitled it. I don't remember it being like that, being advertised like that. I think they did advertise the Live, Die, Repeat thing in trailers, I think. But the way they've done it here, it's like they retitled the movie. And Exorcist 3. This came out last week, but it wasn't in stock at HMV, so I had them order it for me. It's been a long time since I've seen it. I saw this in theaters in 1990, 24 years ago. And I think that was the only time I ever saw it from beginning to end. It's been on TV before, so I've seen bits of it again, like many years ago. But I think I only saw it from beginning to end once in the theater. So, and I know a lot of people really like this one, and some even like it more than the original. It's really unfortunate, though, that we'll never get to see the director's cut, because the book that this is based on is Legion, and there was no exorcism in that book. And William Peter Blatty, he did shoot his original ending for this, which has Father, I don't know, I didn't rewatch this yet, so I can't remember the character's name, but the priest who gets possessed. In the original ending, he just dies alone in his cell, apparently. But the studio demanded an exorcist be in this movie just because William Peter Blatty had done it. It's his book, it's his movie, so they wanted an exorcism. So that was forced into the ending of the movie. And apparently that footage is lost, or it's lost or damaged or something like that. We're never going to see it, which that sucks. And what also sucks is there's not a single extra on here other than the trailer. Oh well, it was cheap, so can't really complain much. And it will be cool to see this again. There's a lot of people do hold this in pretty high regard. And that's it for that. So up next is, I guess, the room tour? Sure, we'll do that next. Okay, so this is the quick little room tour. Now that I've finished setting up both of the bookshelves, my new one and redoing my old one. This is our second room. It's mostly filled with my stuff. There's a little bit of my wife's stuff here and there, but it's mostly all my junk. So here we go. There's a Halo calendar there, and here we have the beginning. Go up to the top of the bookshelf here. Still haven't unpackaged those Marvel figures yet. No good reason, really. We can just call it laziness, I guess. I did unpack the Batman and the Green Lantern, though, at least. Oh, and there's my water bottle there from the Star Wars Identities. That was amazing. Okay, so go down like this. There's some manga, and those are the bookshelf bookends from the Hobbit Desolation of Smaug collector's edition I got. There was my wife's Harry Potter set, which I bought her a couple years ago. Cartman, of course, some Smurfs. Oh, and here we have some figures. My Deadpool, Duke Nukem from special edition there of Duke Nukem Forever, and some Halo figures. This awesome statue here is from Reach, the big collector's edition of Reach. Awesome statue. I love this. It's just incredible. It's the only special edition of any game that I've bought that was for $150. I've never bought one that expensive before or since, but it was absolutely worth it because it came with a whole bunch of other cool stuff too. And anyway, we have the Arbiter over there as well. That is a 12-inch Master Chief and Drake from Uncharted 3 Special Edition. And Grunt, of course, and my Deadpool. Ugh. Here's some stuff I took out of a Filmoy boxes. That TIE Fighter is the only Star Wars Lego that I took out of storage. We plan on moving sometime next year, so I already packed up a lot of my stuff. There's not a lot of room to display everything anyway. Like I have the Millennium Falcon, but that's huge. I had that on a table behind me before, but there's other stuff on it. There's definitely no room on any of these bookshelves for that. It's too big. And I also got the X-Wing fighter, the Arc Starfighter, Darth Maul's Infiltrator, or whatever it's called. Oh yes, I pulled Devastator out of storage, because this was a good way to take up a lot of space really quickly. He's a pretty awesome figure. He talks sometimes by himself. Let's see if we can... He says a few things. Oh, now he's gonna fall. I'll have to fix that later. He's difficult to stand. Oh, he's gonna fall. I'll just fix that after the video. Whatever. There we go. Anyways, he says something else, but it's all random. Okay, anyways, there you go. There's Devastator, there's Barricade, Smurf. Oh, and I picked this up just yesterday. Slug from Age of Extinction. I had the original Slug Triceratops back when I was a kid, but like an idiot, I sold them all. I got rid of them all. Stupid. Whatever. Anyways, I have him, and he's pretty cool. I like him quite a bit, actually. And next down this level, we have just a bunch of books. Oh, this is the... that's not a book. It's like a... What do they call this? A magazine... M-book. I don't remember what they called this. Some kind of combination between a book and a magazine, whatever, for Kill Bill. That's from the Japanese version that I got. Region 2 DVD. Which is still the only way to get that uncut. They still haven't released it in North America, which is stupid. But whatever. Oh yeah, so there's the Ender's Game I was talking about earlier. Dune, which I haven't finished yet, but I really like it so far. It's really good. And I picked up the rest of the original series by Frank Herbert. I got a deal on it at Chapters. I had like a coupon and stuff, so I picked up the rest of them. And Game of Thrones, I've still only read the first one. And some of my Star Wars novels. My wife bought me this one 2 years ago or 3 years ago for Valentine's Day, just after it came out. Darth Plagueis. This is easily one of my favorite Star Wars books. I loved this. This is really, really good. Story of Darth Plagueis the Wise. Oh, and my wife bought me this too as well, the Essential Reader's Companion, which has summaries of every Star Wars novel ever written, up to the time of this was published anyway. So that's cool. If you don't want to read every novel, you can get summaries of them. And there's a comic book. Ooh, I just ripped it. Encyclopedia. This was my mom's, and she just asked me if I wanted it. I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? It's pretty cool. Halo Encyclopedia, some Halo books, more fantasy stuff, and Robert Jordan's Eye of the World, and so forth. Oh, and those Warcraft books I got really, really cheap a while ago. Haven't read those yet. Okay, so we'll go all the way up to the next bookshelf, and we have the Harley Quinn Fabrications, my Edgar Allan Poe complete works, favorite poet, Blind Dead collection. These are DVDs. If you don't know, These are Spanish horror movies, Blind Dead series from Armando de Osorio. They are awesome. Tombs of the Blind Dead, the first one here. This used to play on late night TV, the English dubbed version. But these all contain both versions, the cut English dub and the uncut original Spanish versions with English subtitles, which is really awesome. And up here we have Lon Chaney from London After Midnight, which is a lost film that we will never see, unfortunately. This was painted by Ralph Gethings, owner of darkstormreviews.com, the site I do all these articles and videos for and whatnot. He painted this, geez, I can't remember, 1990 something, when the Darkstorm store that he had closed up. He gave this to me, so that's awesome. And here are the pop vinyls. Oh, this is the only mystery mini that I have, Nebula. And those are the few pop vinyls that I have. I wish I had more. I will get more. And here are some of my graphic novels. Some are still in boxes because they don't quite all fit on the shelf. Same goes with regular books. Excuse me. Oh, and I've had this for a long time. This came out in '89. Yeah, this came out as this was came out in McDonald's. These were from McDonald's when Tim Burton's Batman '89 movie came out, and I still have this thing, and it still works. You just punch his head down like this, and wait. Well, there's no room for him to go, but you can see it still works. He goes. There he goes. And down here, and more hardcovers, omnibuses, which I will show off in slightly more detail in the next part of this video. And here's some more here. It's got Pilgrim, Empowered, Conan and stuff. Bunch of the Independents. And on the very bottom, some more books. Battle Royale and Hunger Games, Uncharted, some Russian stuff of my wife's, a bunch of classic novels, Dracula, Frankenstein, Jekyll and Hyde, whatnot, and a bit more science fiction, Stephen Colbert, and Jon Stewart's Earth book there. And that's it for the bookshelf. It's not too much more to see. This is the opposite wall. There's the bombshell calendar that I have showed off in another video. If you want to see all of that, just look through my video list for DC Bombshells calendar if you want to see the whole thing. And then some boxes. A couple more Transformers. This is not the original release of the Prime. This is the re-release. It's exactly the same. This is the real release, though, that came out a few years ago. I picked it up at Toys R Us. Great looking Starscream. Some of my collector's cups. I have more of those too, actually, in cupboards in the kitchen. And that is a Hello Kitty cake topper I bought for my wife. I always make her birthday cakes, and that was a cake topper I bought to put on the top of one of them 2-3 years ago. I don't remember now. And this is a Voltron, or a Voltron knockoff. It was called the Kikuganti or something like that. I bought that in the early 90s at Silver Snail. Yeah, so I've had that for a long time. Although his sword is a little chewed up, you can see here. One of my cats, I no longer have cats, they both passed away, but when they were kittens and didn't know any better, one of them chewed that up pretty good, as you can see. Anyways, and below, those are a bunch of my long boxes on top of a big folding table that I used to display my Lego on. This is mostly just unorganized stuff I haven't put away yet. Some of this is red, some of it's not. It's just not organized yet, basically. And that's pretty much it. There's not really anything else to see here. Oh, there's my lightsaber, my Darth Vader lightsaber, which is pretty cool. I'm not going to take it out of the box right now, but you can see there, it's pretty awesome. Yeah. Alright, oh, I will show you a couple more, three more figures that are out in the living room. Just a moment. And here's that Iron Man bobblehead here next to one of the surround speakers here. Stepfather bought me that a few years ago. And another bobblehead here, Yoda, also from my stepfather a few years ago. And up here, this speaker is for the stereo, not for the surround system. You have Spider-Man up here. This was in the collector's edition of Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man, the first one. And this is a really nice figure. It's some sort of like really hard rubber on the outside, like textured. And I don't know how well you can see it on the camera here, but there's a lot of really nice detail in the costume here. And I really like this a lot. It's pretty cool. And that's pretty much it for the room tour. So, whoops, I will show the hardcovers now. Okay, so I was asked by AJ and the Comic Book Estate to show off my hardcovers. I think they just meant the really fat ones, the omnibuses, but I'm not 100% on that. So I'm going to show off a bunch of hardcovers and even a couple of soft covers that are really big. And I'll try to do this quickly so it's not, too long and boring. For example, this is a pretty big soft cover. This is Echo Complete. Excuse me. This is the Complete Echo from Terry Moore. So I mean that's pretty big and awesome. The Last of Us. Well, this is an art book, but it is a hardcover, and it was on my shelf. This came with the big collector's edition, which is pretty awesome. Art book has all kinds of stuff. There's a bunch of pictures of it actually on the DarkstormReviews.com website. I did an unboxing when this came out. It's pretty cool. I don't even know how well you can see all this. I got all these books in front of me. I'll try to take some of them down here actually. Put them on my lap. So I'm not sure how much of that you actually got to see. Okay, that should be enough, I think. So here's some smaller ones. Courtney Crumrin. This is a great series. Courtney Crumrin by Ted Nafee. I got all the ones that are out so far, I think. Volume 2, 3, and 4, and I have all 10 issues of the final Courtney Crumrin series that came out. Very sad when that ended, but Flaming Carrot Comics, The Wild Shall Wild Remain compilation, the complete graphic novel, collected edition volume 2, and it is also signed by Rob Burton right there. Awesome. How awesome is that? That's super awesome. That's what that is right there. Love Flaming Carrot. Doctor Strange, Marvel Masterworks, Doctor Strange Volume 5. I bought this last year, or this year. No, I bought this year. Yeah, I got this year at this year's Ottawa Comic Con in May. And Civil War, hardcover, oversized. I showed this off earlier when I picked this up in August. Avengers vs. X-Men. This is another one that I showed off earlier when I picked it up. Not picked it up, I got it in the mail actually. Yeah, there's nothing to see actually on that hardcover itself. Infinity. Well, I just showed this off, so I mean, there you go. See it again for a few seconds. The Infinity Gauntlet. I also showed this off when I picked this up at Chapters. This is my biggest hardcover. This is the fattest. This is awesome. And just in case you missed it, that's what it looks like without the jacket on, which is pretty cool. Infinity Gauntlet is... I did not read it when it was originally published because I wasn't really into that kind of thing. I was into comics, but not into that sort of thing. I was mostly into indies at the time. The only Marvel book I bought on a regular basis was Web of Spider-Man, and then Todd McFarlane's Spider-Man, and Incredible Hulk. That was all about all I bought on a regular basis. Empowered by Adam Warren, who I have been a huge fan of since 1990 or so, when he did the Dirty Pair series for Dark Horse. Eclipse, I think it was Eclipse at the time, then went to Dark Horse. This is his own creation, Empowered, which is really funny, and he does this all in pencil sketch. So it's not just in black and white, it's just pencil sketch, which is, for me, that is awesome. I love pencil sketches, and that's all Empowered is. He does do these specials sometimes, whatever that was, where he has a guest artist draw it, and those are in color. But the regular Empowered volumes are always in black and white, and always pencil. So that's volume 1. That's the back, front, and well, it's not much to see on the side. And this is volume 2. So he puts these out in. Here we go. These are the regular trade volumes that he puts these out in. So these deluxe hardcovers are made out of these. Empowered does not come out in regular issues. Sometimes there will be a special issue, like I said, with a guest artist, and it'll be in color. But this is how they come out regularly in these trade formats, paperback formats. And then these are made out of, I think, 4 volumes each. I think it's 4 volumes each that the hardcovers are made out of. Oh, I showed this off when I picked this up as well. This is Uncanny X-Men Volume 2. Yeah. And Uncanny X-Men Volume 1 Omnibus. And there's the back there. I don't think I showed the back of the second one, did I? There you go. There's the back. And put these aside somewhere here. Avengers Volume 1. Volume 2 comes out next year in March? I think it's March. And I'll definitely be getting that because that contains the first appearance of Ultron and the Vision. I was originally trying to get Marvel Masterworks Volume 6, which has those issues in it. But that's out of print, and people charge a ridiculous amount of money for that now. There is a trade version coming out in November, I think. But I'm just going to wait for Volume 2 Omnibus to come out because it has those in it. And it's an omnibus. Way cooler. Looks way nicer on your bookshelf. Let's check out what's on my lap. Arkham Asylum. Not very big, but it's a great hardcover. I bought this when it came out in '89. So this book right here is 25 years old. I've had this for 25 years. And it's still in awesome shape. Still looks awesome. If you haven't read this, you definitely should. This is really awesome. Fables Volume 1. I've had this for a while now and I still have not read it, so yeah, I should probably get on that sometime. Oh, here's another old one I've had for a long time. Amazing Spider-Man Spirits of the Earth by Charles Vess. This is an original graphic novel. There were no single issues of this. As you can see, it is oversized. It's very wide. So it's, oh yeah, that's really nice. And it's all done in, it's all painted with watercolor. So it has a bit of a unique kind of look to it. So there you go. So they're really big pages, and it really sticks out on the bookshelf because of that, because it's so deep, you know. But yeah, it's been a long time since I read this, so I actually don't even remember what this is about. I remember enjoying it. It's good. Green Arrow, Year One. This is still my favorite Green Arrow story, and it's also one of my favorite origin stories of any hero. I really love this book. This is the new Thanos Infinity Revelation again. It's pretty thin. I think it's about 100 pages, but also it's pretty good. I like this. I enjoyed this quite a bit, actually. Not everybody did, but you know, whatever. Yeah, this is not very big either, but Stephen Colbert's Tech Jansen. If you are a Stephen Colbert fan, you already know what this is. If you're not, well, I don't know, maybe you won't appreciate this very much. But if you are a Stephen Colbert fan, this is a must-have. I did not know about the comic when it was coming out in single issues. That's why I have the hardcover compilation. This is a lot of fun. It's really funny. It's just a really good artwork too. Like overall, it's just really well done. It's just as funny as the little animations that he put up on his show. Must have for Stephen Colbert fans. And this is the art of Amanda Connor. I showed this off as well in August when I bought this. Or was it? Yeah, it was August I bought this in. The Amanda Connor art book. So I already showed this off in another video, but yeah, the Pro. If you haven't read the Pro, please go pick it up. It is hilarious. One of the funniest comics I've ever read. Absolutely hysterical. Chester Brown's Ed the Happy Clown. As with anything with Chester Brown, this is bizarre. In early 90, 91, whatever, when I was really getting into indie comics, weird stuff, I was reading Chester Brown's current series back then, which was Yummy Fur. And Yummy Fur, again, that's really bizarre stuff. I liked it a lot. Spirits of the Dead by Richard Corbin, Edgar Allan Poe adaptations. I showed this off in my last video, so not much more to say, really. Seconds by Brian Lee O'Malley. I actually did a review of this, so if you'd like to see more about this, please look through my videos and look for the Seconds review. I talk about it, show it off, whatnot. And all the current color editions of Scott Pilgrim, up to 5. We're still waiting for volume 6 to come out. 4, 3, 2, 1. And if you've already got the paperback ones, the original ones, I definitely recommend you pick up these as well. They're oversized, they're colored, and there's lots of bonus material in the back as well. Lots of really good bonus material, not just junk. It's good stuff. BPRD, I picked this up on sale a while ago. I have not read it yet. I forget what I paid for it. I think I paid around $17 or something for it, so I got a good deal on it. Oh, and the Avengers vs. X-Men Companion. Again, I also showed this off back when I picked it up, but I will take it out of the case. Yeah, there we go. There's the front and the back there. And lastly, these are not hardcovers, but they're really, really big. The Strangers in Paradise omnibuses 1 and 2. Let's see if we can slowly get these out. There we go. Yeah. So this is volume 2. Okay. Really big book. And volume 1. And there you go. That's AJ Comic Book Estate. I hope that's what you wanted to see, pretty much. If not, if there's something I just passed over really quickly and you wanted to see more of it, let me know. I'll show off some more of it in my next video. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. So if you've actually watched this far into the video, which I suspect is probably pretty long, I hope it's not too long. But if you made it this far, thank you very much for watching it. See ya!